For any of you guys that are still in a 9 to 5 building your business, every time you go there, think this pays me to live the life that I love and have a job that I love on the outside that doesn't have to be a burden or a panic attack to get started. You know, like I can actually enjoy building my business.
For real. How do you get people to really feel and practice gratitude? Because, you know, there's
Yeah.
like, oh, like just be grateful.
Yeah.
Like just do your
Mm-hmm.
daily gratitude.
Yeah.
But how do you really feel it? Because, you know, somebody could be like, oh, yeah, I'm grateful, but not really feel it.
Yeah. So here's the thing about gratitude, right? And this is the key. It is easy for me to wake up this morning and say, I'm grateful that I get to take my boxing class. I'm grateful I get to be on a podcast. I'm grateful that I get to do some school. I have some online school stuff to do. I'm grateful that I get to work on my business. I'm grateful I have some clients. That's easy. What I could say is harder is that, like, I spilled glass all over the floor last night. And I was like, I gotta clean the whole floor today, right? And I had to get in there and really, I mean, when I say I spilled, it just shattered everywhere. And I have a dog. So when I went to bed last night and I broke something at 10 p.m. and I wanted to go to bed, I did not feel grateful in that moment. So it's really easy for me to say gratitudes for things that I'm already grateful for. That's not going to make you feel more grateful. But when I'm sitting there picking that glass up off the floor and I'm feeling frustrated and angry, that's the moment that I say, how is this serving me? For everything that I don't want to do, those are the things that we say, how are those things serving me? Because that's where you're missing gratitude. And then you'll feel more gratitude. So don't repeat the things you already know you have gratitude for. You already know that. Find the things you're not grateful for and ask how it serves you until you have gratitude. And then all of a sudden you feel more grateful for the day because you've added gratitude to your soul.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think that's a key factor actually that sets people apart. You know, like those rags to riches stories.
Yes.
Or opposed to people that were like born into wealth or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's there's truth to that. When you go through adversity and you've went through hard times, you really appreciate when you get through that and then you live a life of like abundance or whatever.
It's different feeling.
You can,
Yeah.
yeah, opposed to somebody that was just like you were born into it or were given it.
That's a cool thing too, because even if you're building your wealth or you have great wealth, if you hold your kids accountable in the sense where, let's say you have great wealth, you want to give them a great life, but still hold them accountable for the things that they're receiving. This is why you see a lot of people and kids who inherit wealth, they don't do well with it. They lose it. And the reason why is because they never got held accountable to learn how to manage it. They just know how to spend money because nobody ever taught them how to make it or forced them to make it. But what's really cool is the wealthy individuals who had the parents who were kind of rough on them and harder on them and more challenging with them, right? This is the villain that came through. The parents that allow themselves to be a villain with their kids, not just the hero or the villain. You may be a villain when they're young and you're annoying because you're making them do more chores and they have an allowance while all their rich friends don't, right? But that kid, when they're older, and that friend who had no responsibilities doesn't know how to manage their finances and loses all their money, while you've built businesses and taken that money and built upon it, you appreciate the villain that your parent was. And so it's a really cool example, because it's like, even if you've been given wealth, you can give it to your kids in a way that you make them earn it, make them work for it, make them appreciate it, and then they'll hold on to it, and then they'll learn how to manage it. Because you're right, that's what makes it feel worthwhile. Give them a reason. Yeah. Because I know a lot of people want to build inspiring wealth, so